Hey, thanks for helping me out with this survey. Now, grab a pen real quick, and while you're doing that, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like you're guessing with your marketing? More like you're gambling than actually investing your marketing dollars. Maybe it feels a little bit like this, where you're putting money in and you're waiting for those triple sevens to show up. You're like, I hope it works out. Well, make sure you stay till the end of this quick video because I think you're going to like what I'm about to share with you, which is to help you stop gambling in your marketing. Most people waste their money. They're throwing it away, versus turning it into profit. We're going to show you a step-by-step way to do that. So hang out with me just for a few minutes here, and we're going to change that, okay? Great. So now first I want to give you the results we've got so far from the survey. And we don't have all the results in, but question number one was, what time of day do you prefer to attend webinars? And the overwhelming response was 11 a.m. Pacific time. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern. And so that's what we're going to go with. In fact, we've got a new webinar coming up. We made it just for you. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can sign up for that anytime on this website. Question number two is, what presentation style would you prefer? And we had 57% the classic PowerPoint style, which is what I'm doing with you right now, like on a white screen like this. We also had over 40% of you say that you like the whiteboard style. So we're probably going to do a combination of whiteboard and video and a presentation like this. Now, question number three is, which of the following was of interest to you most? And we had top winner, second, and third place were really close, but the number one winner was how to turn advertising and marketing into profit. Second place by just a couple percentage points was leads and building your list. And third place is branding, premium positioning. How can you have authority and get more recognition in your marketplace? Which is cool because these are the top three things that we like to teach as well, and we're going to be sharing with you on the webinar. Now, what best describes your business was a question that was really for us internally. I mean, I don't know how you'd benefit from this. In fact, your answers pretty much had you straight across the board. You know what business you're in, so that's not necessarily relevant. But make sure you do reserve your seat for our free webinar. You can do so by clicking the green button. Now, the rest of this video, I want to share with you some very cool marketing secrets for you to help you grow your business. Now, you may be thinking, who is this guy talking to me right now, and why should I even be listening to him? Well, here's a picture of me. I'm Trevor Crane. This is my family, my beautiful wife, Robin, and my daughter, Phoenix Rose. And I have a business partner who I'm going to teach this webinar with named Steve Napleton. And that's Steve. He does some amazing branding and marketing things. This is him and his family. And you're going to meet him later. We're going to have him do another video for you before the webinar, but we wrote this book together called Stop Killing Your Business and Thrive in Any Economy. And this book will be coming out soon, so you guys have a chance to get this from us real soon. But as authors and as teachers and consultants, together we've helped thousands of people grow their business and master their marketing. And these are some companies that we've worked with and helped create these really lucrative campaigns for them. And we're not doing that to brag, but we're just sharing with you that we do know what we're talking about. Now, instead of me tooting my own horn, and I've got plenty of accolades, Steve will tell you more about me later, so I get to toot his horn right now. This is a little bit about Steve. He is an award-winning marketer. He's actually a professional filmmaker, which is unique in the marketing space. He'll tell you more about that on our webinar. But he's actually created 44 million impressions for one of his clients that he actually came on that list that we just shared with you. He's had 33 million unique visitors to one of his marketing campaigns, and he's known for tripling his clients' revenue on a regular basis. He's had as many as 1,600 click-throughs a day on average, and he's actually sold over $19 million in sales in just 10 weeks with one of his clients. So the interesting thing is everybody knows him from marketing, but he's actually known, we call him our brand architect. And here's why. See, it's not about your marketing, and that's where everybody gets confused, like it's about their advertising and marketing. The truth is, it's about your brand. It's about the overall customer experience. Now, in our book, we call this destructive mistake number 3, and we have 4 of them in the book that we talk about, but right now we're talking about marketing madness. That's where people come to us and say, hey, I want more marketing. And they go ahead and they tell me, hey, I understand there's a marketing funnel. I got to throw some dollars in there. Give me some online marketing, some offline marketing, and let's see how many clients we can get out the other end. And we always love to do that for people. But the truth is, sometimes they're just throwing their money away because the foundation isn't set. So what do you get for your money? That's the question. Again, a lot of people are just gambling. They're like trying the next new thing and they're throwing their money away. And so have you ever heard of these deal sites like Groupon, Living Social, Deal Find? They're pretty cool. However, sometimes people have an awful experience with them. And I don't know if this has happened to you, but what happens when you invite someone into your business and their experience is not awesome? I know that myself, I've loved to go to a Groupon and buy one for a restaurant, or one time I was trying to take a flight school and I wanted to learn to fly an airplane, and I really wanted to become a customer for these guys, but I had such a poor experience that they lost me as a client for life. I ate their food, took their 2-for-1 offer, and I know they only get paid a portion of that, so they probably didn't make any money at all. They got me in the doors, but because I had such a poor experience, they wasted their money. So this is typically how people do it, though. They throw their money in the top of the funnel. They're like, hey, I'm going to spend my money on this or that or the other thing. And they invite them to their house or their business. And in this case, we're going to use the house and the business as an example for you. And you think you're inviting them in, and maybe you're pretty proud of your house. You're like, hey, it's amazing. But imagine you just moved in, or things aren't all set up the way they should be, and your customer's experience is more like this. Like, they think it's a shack. They think that, like they don't ever want to come back. Like I told you, has happened to me, and I'm sure has happened to you many times. So what we're going to show you on this webinar is that before you invest a bunch of money in your marketing funnel, we want you to build your brand foundation. And this is really easy to do. It can also be overwhelming if you don't know the steps, and it really is a step-by-step process. It's like building the foundation of a house. I mean, it's not the sexiest part of the house, but if you don't have it, like, the whole house will literally fall apart. I actually bought an investment property in Florida one time. It was a new construction, and they built it on the ground that wasn't solid, and the doggone thing fell apart, and they had to restart the construction all over, and I lost a ton of money on that investment, all because the foundation wasn't there. And the bigger the building, or the bigger your business in this case, the deeper you need to dig. The deeper you need to dig to create that foundation for your business. So the more successful you want to be, the more important it is for you to have this in order. So we want to help you with your marketing, but we're going to start from the framework and the foundation. And that's what we're going to share with you on the free webinar that's coming up real soon. It's called Marketing Secrets to Grow Your Business. And it's about having an overall congruent message for your customer. And we're going to show you step by step exactly how to do it. In fact, there may be some things we mentioned that you go, I know I need to do that, but are you really doing it? See, that's the evidence. If it's not showing up, we're going to show you step by step exactly how you can do it. So you can build your brand in such a way that helps you master your marketing. Now, wouldn't that be great? So here's how we're going to do it. It's going to be a 3-step framework. Number 1 is we're going to help you with the foundation. We're going to give you all the components of what that is. This is your brand foundation for your company. And maybe it's rebranding or repositioning yourself as an expert and authority in your marketplace. We're going to help you with that. Number 2 is we're going to help you with your brand message. Like, what is the message? What's that customer experience that they're having when you go ahead and invite them into your house, into your place of business? And number 3, we're going to help you with your voice. And typically, this is where people always start. And the thing is that it falls apart. And even a lot of those logos, I would say all the logos we shared with you earlier that was the challenge, that people were bringing people in there, out there singing to the world. That's your brand voice, right? You're telling the world about everything that's amazing about you and your company and the service and the product that you provide, and yet it falls apart on the inside. So go ahead and sign up now for our free webinar, and it will not be recorded, so we won't be playing it again. We're only doing it live. And warning, you've got to be on time because there's only very limited space. Typically, we charge a fee for our webinars, and I'm pointing that out to you because we want people to take these webinars seriously. Like, if we're making this for you, we want you to pay attention. The simple fact of human nature is that when we pay for something, we tend to pay attention. Whereas you get something for free, sometimes you tend not to. So because of this, all we ask is that when you show up for the webinar, you pretend that you paid a bunch of money for it. Therefore, you will get the most out of it. So we really want to help you with that. So go ahead, click the reserve your seat button, or you can join now and that'll take you to the reservation. You can reserve your seat and we will see you soon. And this is Trevor Crane signing off. Bye for now. I look forward to seeing you in a little bit. Bye-bye.